God gave man a brain and a penis. And only enough blood to run one at a time. Robin Williams. What are some real-life examples of this? The fact that autoerotic asphyxiation is a thing and that multiple people have died from it. Girl behind the register started flirting with me. Blue screen so hard I paid for my groceries but forgot to take them with me, didn't realize until hours later. That was the girl's plan all along. You got grifted, son. Imagine being so hot it's like a superpower. But you use it to work at a grocery store and get people to buy you groceries. At the store you work at. And keeping none of the money. Me choosing between jerking off to porn and going to sleep. You finish the wank, so you can sleep better. I usually sleep like a baby after a wank, it's such a deep sleep the bus driver has to wake me sometimes when I miss my stop. Rush him. He can't come on all of us. You can't get AIDS from a homeless dude. Busting a nut on your forehead is still a phrase my friends and I say to each other when one of us overreacts to something. Edit, big difference between can and can't in that sentence, oops. It was like the time I hired that Bangkok prostitute to do my taxes while I ducked my accountant. John McAfee. Whale ducking. No joke. Each year, on February 1st, in the Molokai Channel, a few men compete in the world's only whale fucking contest. Humpback whales are easy to fuck for a second or less. World record, 31 seconds. I competed once. Almost got my ribs crushed. Stick with ostriches. Also John McAfee, June 23, 2018 followed with this gem on December 31, 2018 after months of arguing over animal sexual consent after his whale tweet, enough of the whale fucking is non-consensual bullshit. A humpback whale weighs 70,000 pounds, is 50 feet long, can dive more than a quarter mile and can crush ships with a single swipe of its tail. If a human manages to fuck one, you damn well better believe it's consensual. This guy lived most of his life thinking with one over the other. It'd take 2 guys to duck an ostrich, 3 even. Allegedly. I heard it was a sick ostrich. Now, I went on the internet and researched ostriches. Firstly, ostriches can run up to 70 miles an hour. So catching one, even a sick one, is a super tall order. Secondly, when a male ostrich, it's called a cock, fights over a female ostrich, they're called a hen, they're known to kill each other by headbutting. Finally, ostriches use their legs to defend from predators. And can use them to kill even their largest and most deadly enemies, which are duck and lions. So you'll see, there is no way that Ginger and Boots could have fucked an ostrich. My research concludes that the only way that Ginger and Boots could have fucked an ostrich is if it was a dead ostrich. Ginger ducked a dead ostrich. The Trojan War. An action which has been condemned by the rest of history. Overthinking during foreplay and losing an erection. Focusing too hard on what I'm doing. Listening and watching for positive or negative cues, adjusting my own body angle because I'm cramping in the one leg, trying not to stare again because she gets annoyed when I do, etc. And then you hear the toilets running. We really shouldn't be doing this at IKEA. You know how it's usually a good idea to eat before you go buy groceries? Well, that's why I masturbate before going out in a bar. After a certain age you don't want to be wasting erections like that anymore. When you're young you whack it so that you will last longer. When you're old you don't touch so it will last longer. I feel my powers declining. What the duck did I just do? Syndrome. A Kapos nut clarity, I like the new name for it though, we'll be using it if you don't mind. Post-nut clarity is perfect for making major decisions too. Financial, relationship, or otherwise. Just go rub one out real quick and then think about said subject to make a better decision. Edit, spelling. Damn you mobile. I usually either try to jerk off or go take a shit if I am waiting on something to happen, like an important phone call or food delivery. It never fails to make the thing happen in the middle of the act. This is sadly very true. Why does it happen every damn time? Back in my smoking public transportation days I lived by a saying, if you want your bus to show up, light a cigarette. The old bus whistle. I was living in a house share with a couple of mates back in uni and my door was right next to the front door. While my mates were out, my girlfriend came over and decided to surprise me with a blowjob while I was gaming. A few minutes into it, we hear the keys in the front door and realized she'd left my bedroom door wide open. In a sudden panic and a very blood-deprived brain, I picked up a textbook and hurled it at the door. My aim was, in my mind, the book would hit the door and close it. This did not happen, it merely made a very loud bang. My girlfriend stops and stares at me like I'm a moron, and my housemates come into my room to see what the noise was. This made me laugh. My first 2 marriages. Agreed. Your marriages were the worst. I bought a sex toy for $25 and proceeded to pay $30 for 1-day shipping. Where TF did you get charged $30 for 1-day shipping? Love honey. Just buy it from Amazon. No, because I want to duck Bezos over buys from a website that charges $30 shipping. Damn, you got fucked by the USPs instead. All this so you can go duck yourself. Bill Clinton. Until the Lewinsky thing, I thought that oral sex was something involving talking, like sexy story time. I had always wondered why Sir Galahad seemed so excited about it. It's his duty as a knight to sample as much peril as he can. Robin Williams cheating on his first wife with, I believe, his kid's nanny. Oh, so he's talking from his personal experience. In my day, me going back to my batshit crazy ex because the sex was incredible. 3 different times. Somehow I finally found the testicular fortitude to break the cycle. Edited to say thanks for the awards. College aged, how bad of an idea is this on a scale of 1 to 10? 12. Okay. Can confirm that fella's advice through personal experience. Yeah, me too. Nope the duck out. I concur. Do not do it. You will find more people who are sexually compatible with you and aren't crazy. Adding to all these fine commenters, they are 100% correct. I'll throw my hat in here as well. Bad idea. Post-nut clarity. A power so strong, God had to add a cooldown timer. This deserves an award. Like last week when I thought it would be not only convenient, but a good idea to go sleep with the neighbor lady, and it turned out she was an actual crazy person that I had to block and now lives on the other side of my living room wall. Don't shit where you sleep. Or something like that. Tell that to my puppy that I adopted last week. Only been home a week and already ducking the neighbors? Middle-aged men blowing up their entire lives for some young strange. Am Canadian. Dude at my work left his wife and booked a ticket to Sweden because he had been chatting with some teenage girl on the internet. He gets there, promptly gets rejected, and then gets thrown in jail for stalking. International oof. Arnold ducking those housekeepers. What was he thinking throwing away his marriage for a little side action? The kid totally looks like Arnold's carbon copy. Terminator Genesis. I've done a lot of stupid things thinking it would end with my dick in some pussy. Me, dizzy if I stand on a chair. Deathly afraid of heights. Girl, let's ride a helicopter with no doors above the NYC skyline. Me, sure. Princess Diana's husband cheated on her. Beyoncé's husband cheated on her. Jennifer Garner's husband cheated on her. Lonnie Anderson's husband cheated on her. Maria Shriver's husband cheated on her. Sandra Bullock's husband cheated on her. Vanessa Bryant's husband cheated on her. Eva Longoria's husband cheated on her. Don't forget Jennifer Aniston and Angelina Jolie. The latter one marrying Brad Pitt was not that of a good idea to begin with. If your relationship is the result of an affair, who do you think you are that you partner, who already cheated and left his former GF of many years, won't do it again? Moral of the story, you can be at the top of your game, regarding career and looks, even on top of the world, and still not be enough for someone else. So the saying goes, when a man marries his mistress he creates a vacancy.